I literally just completed an interview, which you should hear coming out live in about 60 days or so. We talked a lot around the secret to overnight success is it takes 10 or 15 years. There is not a kind of magic bullet that you have with your business, no matter what people might tell you. This is the only thing that you need that's going to completely change your business. The reality is that even with each of these pillars, you start to realize that you can maybe not focus on all the different aspects at the same time. So you have to maybe pick one, maybe two, just to focus on during a short period of time to be able to get more traction in your business, more opportunity to kind of grow. But I think that goes back to entrepreneurship and the journey. The secret to the overnight success is it takes 10 or 15 years. What that means is it's not necessarily always instant. And even for those people that it is instant, when they do start a business and it ends up happening or ballooning or, doing some phenomenal numbers within a year, it's a lot of times because some of the other aspects may be a little bit more developed than they might seem. So for example, a lot of times you'll hear around people that have built new businesses, but they've had the previous experience. So when they're building the new business, they're not isolated from that experience that they had before. So all this means is that you should really understand what you're getting into when you're talking about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, I believe at the heart is around problem solving. And so when you're really starting to solve the problems, you realize it doesn't always happen as quickly as you want it to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't solve the problem. Sometimes it's so many other aspects that you need to kind of take care of. If you're bootstrapping the business, maybe the financial aspect is not exactly where you want it to be. But maybe you have an idea on what the solution might be, but maybe there's not an actual market for it. So that's where it's so important to really understand entrepreneurship and what that journey looks like, because a lot of it is going to require, I think, a lot of quote unquote failing, a lot of mistakes, a lot of things not necessarily going the way that you want them to go. But that resilience, the grit is going to be such a huge thing, because as you start to delve into each of these aspects of business, you'll start to realize that they're not isolated. They're